Creativity. Everybody wants to be more creative, and today we're going to talk about the 6 things you can do to become way more creative in your videos, in your content, in your business, in everything that you do. My name is Michael Barayev, and I was able to build a team of 150 plus sales guys in less than 2.5 years, and we did it with zero money invested. And now we have a solar company that's growing like crazy in South Florida from coast to coast like butter on toast. So when it comes to being creative, I sometimes struggle with this stuff because I'm like, okay, what kind of video can I make? I have like over 500 videos on YouTube. Like I'm talking about like in-depth videos. I have so much content I give out all the time for free. And sometimes it's like, damn, how do I get more ideas to be adding value to my community, to the people that actually respect me and watch my content, right? So there's 6 things you can do to be more creative as an entrepreneur, as a content creator, and this is gonna help you guys out. And if it does, do me a favor, subscribe to this channel, like the video, and drop a comment so we can grow this channel to 100,000+ subscribers. So I appreciate that. So number 1, in order to become more creative, you need to experiment more, okay? And you need to embrace failing, embrace, making mistakes, because look at Thomas Edison, by the way. Do you think he created a light bulb just by one try? The dude went thousands of times and made thousands of errors, figured out exactly what not to use, and then all of a sudden, boop, he figured out that this little filament, whatever they use in the light bulb, is what's gonna, spark a little fire or whatever to create the electricity, which I don't even know how that works, right? But I know I use it every single day. We all use it. So he was able to create creativity, right? Create something out of nothing by just failing forward. And a lot of us have to get good at experimenting and going through the failures and going through the no's and going through the rejections. And sometimes the most brightest ideas come by accident through the experiments. I'll give you guys an example. If you guys know anything about sticky notes was not invented because somebody needed to jot information on sticky notes. How it came to fruition was some guy, some engineer or whatever, some inventor, mixed the wrong formula that made the paper not so sticky where it like sticks to something like glue, but not sticky at all, and it was kind of like in the middle. And the crazy story is that sticky notes, here they are. And everyone uses sticky notes, right? It's so amazing. Slap it on your computer, slap it on your door, slap it on a refrigerator, whatever it may be. All from a mistake. He wasn't even planning on making it happen. He made a mistake in his little experiments. So sometimes we got to go out there as entrepreneurs or creators, right? And go out there and just experiment. Even for myself, when I go out there to do interviews in the street, I always got to think about new ideas. What are some amazing questions that people will like to know answers to, right? And sometimes the answers are hysterical. Sometimes the answers are like stupid. Sometimes the answers are amazing, but guess what? It's their opinion. We love it. People love it. I got videos that do millions of views all because I asked a question about like, how much money do you make? Or would you rather make 50 grand as an employee? And people love it, right? And it all came from being creative, right? I've been doing content for a very long time, and I needed to just fail. I failed so much that I figured out the juice for me was to do interviews in the street. I'm an amazing, funny character, right? I have a personality to me. Hopefully you guys like it. And I'm able to go out there and have fun with people in a couple hours, create some banger content, and boom, thousands and millions of people get a chance to see it. It all came from experiments, by the way. All came from making mistakes over years and then figuring it out, right? I would recommend you guys all to keep going out there and making mistakes and experimenting as much as possible. Number 2, stay curious, okay? Stay curious. Be a curious person. I'm the most curious person on the planet. Like if someone tells me something, like why? People make fun of me, like why? I always say the word why. Like I ask someone on the street, would you rather make $50,000 as a business owner or $100,000 as an employee? People say $50,000 as a business owner, or they say $100,000 as an employee. I'm like, okay, why? I literally am shocked. Like, why? Why did you say that? I'm so curious. I want to know why you said that. When is the next time you're going to say that? Why did you say it this time? Like, I'm very curious and I pay attention to the details because I just want to know. I want to learn. And because I'm always curious, I'm always learning, I always get new ideas come to me all the time. Because I'm so curious, because I'm learning all the time, I'm able to get new ideas. Not every single idea that we have in our heads is our idea. It came from somewhere, right? It came from somewhere. I'll give you guys a little story. In 2012, 2013, this is right before Uber Eats came out, okay? I literally told my brothers, they were doing delivery, I think it was 2010, 11, 12, around that time frame. They were doing deliveries on the little Mopex. And one was working for one restaurant, one was working for another restaurant, and they were kind of like switching roles. I was like, wait a minute. Why don't you guys create an app where you can literally go work for every single restaurant, have your picture, right? Get paid from each restaurant per delivery, and you're delivering for the whole neighborhood versus just delivering for one location. And that was an idea of Uber Eats. I'm not a genius, but I just thought about that just by sitting there having a conversation. A couple of years later, boom, Uber Eats pops up, right? And there's no such thing as a delivery person anymore. That job doesn't exist. It's now you're working for Uber Eats. Most restaurants don't have their own delivery system. They usually use Seamless, Grubhub, or Uber Eats for that reason. And I'm like, wow, that idea came out of nowhere. right? And sometimes that idea comes from just experiencing something and just getting ideas from other people. And here you go, Uber Eats, right? So ideas don't always have to be your own ideas, right? You got to get it from somewhere. So always be curious, always be learning. Number 3, surround yourselves with different perspectives. I heard a video this morning. I was learning and educating myself this morning when I was in the gym. And one of the things, the person I was being interviewed, he said, the reason why I've been married for over 20 plus years is because me and my wife have the same values, but we think completely different. He's like, if you want to have a very successful relationship, make sure you guys disagree on a lot of things, but agree on the values. I was like, that sounds like my relationship with my fiance, right? Because me and her have completely 2 different perspectives on a lot of things. On the values, on the important stuff, we agree on everything. But on the not important stuff, right, or the middle stuff, I would say, right, we don't agree on a lot of stuff. She has a very different kind of thinking than I do. She likes to spend money. I like to save and invest. She likes to do something completely different. Like we have different interests. But that makes us work. Because think about it this way. You do not want to marry someone with the same interests, with the same likes, with the same personality, with the same everything. It's not going to work. You want to have 2 different opposing views. Like when you have that healthy debate, healthy conversation, that's where you can start having a great relationship and a great conversation with the other person. And it's so powerful. I'm like, wow, it's so great. I love that. Why do I want to be with someone that always agrees with me? That's not freaking fun. I want to be with people that don't agree with me. Like one of my closest partners and friends, he doesn't agree with a lot of things I believe in. We have a lot of little different opinions. The values are very similar, but the opinions and the other stuff are not so similar, right? And that's what creates that tension for us to learn about each other and learn about a different paradigm. You need to learn from other people. And if you want to get more ideas and be more creative, you need to get other people that do not think like you, right? That think completely differently so you can get their perspective and their paradigm and use those as amazing chips for your game. It's very important, right? So I like to put myself around people that do not think like me when it comes to like ideas and perspectives and personality and stuff like that. The values, obviously, you want the same. But when it comes to ideas, my friend, be around different people, you'll get a lot of creative ideas. Number 4, step out of your comfort zone. Challenge yourself on a daily basis, right? Do something that you do not want to do. Do something that is out of your comfort zone. I told my team the other day, you want to get new ideas? Change up your habits in the morning. A lot of you guys wake up and you tell me in the comments, are you a sink person or a toilet person? The first thing you do when you wake up, right? Now, do you brush your teeth with your right hand or your left hand? Okay, now tomorrow morning what I want you to do is do the exact opposite, right? Instead of going to the bathroom first, go to the toilet first. Instead of brushing with your right hand, brush with your left hand. I promise you, you'll feel like, it feels weird. It's uncomfortable, right? But that's the purpose of growth, right? That's how you grow, that's how you get new ideas. When you change your life a little bit, right? That's why I like change so much. I like change because when you change, boom, you get some new ideas. Like for example, you guys see me change my appearance, my video backgrounds. I change it a lot. I want to change as much as possible. I want to change because it gives me different perspective, different ideas. New information from the ether comes into my brain, right? And I'm getting out of my comfort zone. And because I'm getting out of my comfort zone, guess what happens? New ideas start to populate in my head, right? So it's very important to do that. Number 5, keep a journal. Right? If it's a notebook, it's a pen. I have a bunch of notes in my phone. I literally, oh crap, I have an idea. Like, by the way, you guys think I just come up with these questions randomly? Yeah, I do. Me and my boy Eric, we just think of a question. We're like, oh shit. We have a folder, a chat that says questions to ask for interviews. I'm like, damn, it's a great question. Put it in there. Because I'm not going to remember. There's 1,000 things I'm thinking about. I'm not going to remember. I jot it down. Put it down on a piece of paper. Put it down in your notes and then work around that idea. Work around it. Cultivate it. Grow it out. Make that idea grow a little bit. Play with it a little bit. I promise you, you have a lot of ideas. Okay? Number 6. Last one. Take time to reflect. Okay? In the morning, I'm quiet. I go to the gym. I'm taking a walk. I don't talk to anyone. I don't want to communicate with anyone. It's me and my thoughts. And a lot of times I get some amazing ideas in the gym. I get some amazing ideas meditating. I get some amazing ideas by just being quiet. I get amazing ideas just by sitting in my office, just looking at the ceiling and just doing this. And just thinking. Looking at my whiteboard. I have a lot of whiteboards that you guys can see. I love whiteboards because I can just jot my ideas down, right? And I just sit there and reflect. And a lot of times by sitting there, somehow, some way, from the ether, from the sixth sense, somewhere, somehow, from the infinite intelligence, ideas just pop into my head. Some of my greatest ideas came from me just sitting there and thinking. And a lot of us are so worried about work, kids, family, You don't get a chance to settle down and just use your brain and just let it just sit there for a couple of minutes. Some of you guys have racing thoughts, and I get it. ADHD, ABC, I get it. But why not just sit down and just relax and don't think about anything? And all of a sudden, an idea pops up. And all of a sudden, you write it down. And all of a sudden, you work and cultivate that idea. And guess what? Now you have a brand new video. Now you have a brand new movie. Now you have a brand new something to work on to push yourself forward to be a more creative person. Okay, I love you. I appreciate you guys. If you found some value in this video, do me a favor. Like this video, comment some information in this video from the bottom of your heart, and do me a solid. Share this video and subscribe to the channel. We need to get to 100,000 subscribers, and I need your support. I need your help. So do me a favor, share this with someone that you love, and I'll see you guys in the next video.